Hi, it's Dr. William. What is a mommy makeover? You hear that term a lot, but what does it really mean? Well, a mommy makeover is simply a combination of anything we do with the tummy and anything we do with the breast. So if we just look at the tummy aspect, what can we do with the tummy? Well, we can do a tummy tuck, we can do liposuction, we can do lipo and a tummy together, we can do BBL, or we can do BBL and tummy together. This one I try to discourage people from doing, but we can do any of these things. Now, here's your breast. All of these things we can do. We can do a breast augmentation with an implant with fat. We can lift a breast. We can lift a breast with an implant. We can lift a breast, but we make it smaller. We call that a reduction. If you have implants, you want bigger implants or smaller implants, or you have a capsular contracture or some type of thing, we can do an implant exchange. You don't want your implants anymore, no problem, we can do an implant removal. You have a tuberous breast, we have a solution for that as well. So a mommy makeover is simply an intersection of these two circles, and you get into this mommy makeover area. So it's right here. So it's something with your tummy and something with your breast. It's like that pick two, like you want a sandwich and a soup. Okay, pick one from there. What sandwich? Oh, you want half a roast beef? You want a tomato soup? You got that. You want a soup and a salad? Okay, let's take soup and a salad. You just pick one from each category. So if we do that very simply and we just look at things, when we're talking about doing a mommy makeover and combining these, you can combine a tummy tuck with absolutely everything. You could do a tummy with a breast aug with just fat. You could do a tummy with breast aug with an implant, with the lift, anything. So with the tummy tuck, you can combine any of these procedures. Same thing goes with liposuction. You want to have your roast beef sandwich with your tomato soup? No problem. You want to have it with, I don't know, split pea soup? I love split pea. No problem. So lipo and tummy, you can combine any of these breast operations with a lipo or tummy, and that's your mommy makeover. With a BBL, it's a little bit different. With a BBL, in order to have a mommy makeover with a BBL, you can only do this one here, a breast augmentation, because when you're recovering from your BBL, you have to lay on your tummy. And we don't want you laying if you've had a reduction or any of these operations, because they involve changing the blood supply to the nipple. But a breast augmentation doesn't. So you can have a BBL with a breast augmentation, and that's fine. You can lay on your breast afterwards. A lot of people don't realize that. You can. I didn't invent that. That's years and years ago. A surgeon started talking about it and did it, and now we know it's safe. So just to recap, a mommy makeover, any combination of a tummy, so any one of these operations, is combined at the same time as any one of these operations in the breast. That's where you get this little mommy makeover. And then when we say, okay, well, that's a mommy makeover, combining these two, can we combine any one of these with these? Pretty well, yes. We can do lipo or a tummy tuck with any of these, or we can do a tummy tuck and lipo with any of these. The only tricky one is the BBL. We can only combine a BBL with the breast aug. We can't combine a BBL with any of the other things. That's your tutorial in mommy makeover. I hope that explains things, as there's always a lot of confusion about it, because it's just a very generic term. And when you start putting all of these things in here, I don't know how to calculate the probability, but I do know how to use ChatGPT, and I'm sure they could tell me the probability of you can do this with this, this with this, this with this. So there's a lot of options. That's why it gets confusing. But if you think of it in this simple way, what you want to do with your tummy, what you want to do with your breast, that intersection is the mommy makeover, and you can do pretty well any of these things with any of the breast. BBL, only a breast augmentation.